It's semi-finals day at the IBSA World Blind Football Championships 2010. There was a lot of media interest, including BBC Radio 5 Live's Fighting Talk, which was broadcast live from the venue.
Well, the whole atmosphere is fantastic. I mean, it was my original idea to bring the show here because I'm a patron of the blind football team and I wanted to get people involved and people aware of what the whole tournament is about.
Well, this is my first time at a blind football tournament, and I had the honour of meeting the England team this morning, who listened to the Fighting Talk show doing 5 Live. So it was great. With most people listen to Fighting Talk, they're like friends when you meet them, so there was no barriers. Good chat about the show. They filled me in a lot about the game as well.
The first semi-final was between Spain, who were European champions in 2009, and China, who came second in the 2008 Paralympics. It was a nervous start to the match, and China went on the attack from the beginning, but they were unable to break down the solid Spanish defence, who hadn't conceded a goal all tournament and were resolved not to in this match as well. China's Zhu Bin Wang had a few more chances leading into half-time, only to be stopped by Álvaro González in the goal. At the opening of the second half, China nearly went into the lead straight away due to a Spanish mistake, nearly causing an own goal, but luckily for González, it went just wide of the post. China persisted in attack, but they were thwarted by the formidable Spanish defence, particularly Vicente Aguilar, who kept them out. China rapidly clocked up 3 fouls, and then a fourth meant a penalty for Spain. They watched with bated breath as Antonio Martin stepped up to take the penalty and put Spain into the lead. At the final whistle, the Spanish bench ran onto the pitch and started the celebrations as they're through to the final and still kept a clean sheet. China looked devastated, but respectfully thanked their opponents and the crowd as they had to settle for a place in the 3rd and 4th place playoff. Final score, Spain 1, China 0.
Firstly, we would like to congratulate Spain for their win, and secondly, this was a really tough game. Everyone played 100% and tried to relax, but we didn't have enough luck to score the winning goal.
We knew it was going to be difficult from the start, but we imposed ourselves really, really well, and I'm very happy because of the outcome of the win.
So on to the second semi-final of the day, and it was the host nation against Brazil. England knew it was going to be a tough match, especially as the Brazilian team are a professional squad and one of the best teams in the world. The first half kicked off, and it wasn't long before Brazil lived up to their reputation and scored 2 goals in quick succession by Jefferson Gonçalves and João Silva. But England's John Gribben stepped up his game and gave the Three Lions some hope by lashing the ball into the back of the net and getting the goal that England really needed. So the game looked to be going into half-time with the score at 2-1, but in the last few minutes England made a costly mistake and Alves bagged a 3rd goal for Brazil, which was devastating for the host nation. After the break, both Gribben and David Clark worked hard to get a goal, but Fabio Vasconcelos wasn't going to let that happen, especially as he'd only conceded 1 goal in the whole tournament. Then in the last 5 minutes, Brazil sealed the win with another 2 goals from Gonçalves and Alves, ending the game Brazil 5, England 1. So some great football with a disappointing result. But for England, this is the best they've done in a world tournament so far. They will be playing for the bronze medal against China, whilst Brazil are going on to the final, where they'll face the might of the Spanish defence.
We're very happy because we're in a World Cup final. Not every team in the world can say that. We feel very privileged, and I think we can go on and win this competition. We feel very excited.
It was an amazing game. I thought we held them first up. We really got stuck into them, but then they got one of their very quick forwards, got in past me down the right-hand side, came in around the back, and the keeper had no chance. I didn't learn my lesson. He did the same thing again.
In other matches today, South Korea took on Greece for 9th place. And in the opening of the second half, with just 17 seconds on the clock, Greece's Dimos Zakharos broke the deadlock and fired the Greeks into the lead. This was an evenly matched affair that ended Greece 1, South Korea 0. So Greece took 9th place and South Korea 10th. The Japanese supporters were out in full force again, but they were facing Argentina, who were clear favourites for this match, against a Japanese side that hadn't scored a single goal in the tournament. But their defence remained strong, only allowing 1 goal in from Argentina's Oscar Asia, who worked his way into the box and slotted one home. So this ended Japan 0, Argentina 1, which means Argentina finished 7th and Japan 8th. The final match of the day was for 5th place between Colombia and France. Both teams were determined not to lose another match, meaning this ended in the first penalty shootout of the tournament. France held their nerve, even after a controversial penalty, and won the game. Looking ahead to the last matches at the IBSA World Football Championship 2010, and England are playing for the bronze medal against China, with Spain and Brazil preparing to battle for the title.